everyone knows this is Ardhanarishwara, half Shiva, half Parvati. But do you know why did this form appear? This is not only the sacred union of Shiva and Parvati. The actual story behind this form is something else. One stubborn devotee and his devotion became too narrow. Yes, this is the story of Sage Bhringi. Bhringi was a deep devotee of Lord Shiva. Every day he visited Kailasa to worship him. One day Shiva and Parvati were seated together. Bhringi came as usual. He performed the Pradakshina, but only around Shiva. He did not even acknowledge Parvati. Parvati thought, all right, maybe he did not see me. The next day he came again. He turned around Shiva and went back, as if there is no one else. Every single day he did the same thing. Not even once did he acknowledge Parvati's presence. Then she understood, this is not ignorance, this is denial. The next day Shiva and Parvati sat very close. There was no space between them at all. Now, normally anyone who wants to do Pradakshina would naturally go around both. But Bhringi was not ordinary. He looked. There was no path. So he did the unthinkable. He reduced his body and became a bee, and then he flew only around Shiva, carefully avoiding Parvati. Because he believed Shiva alone is supreme, only Shiva is real. Worshipping anyone else is unnecessary, even Parvati. See, when practice becomes rigid or too narrow, it turns dangerous, especially in devotion. It can become empty and sometimes destructive. This was too much, not just an insult, a serious imbalance. Parvati spoke calmly. If you worship Shiva without Shakti, let us see what remains. She withdrew her power. Imagine creation without power, because she is creation. It is like a body without energy. Instantly, Bhringi lost his strength. His flesh withered. His body became like a skeleton. Yet, even then, with nothing but devotion and sheer power of his will, even if he could not stand properly, he was worshipping only Shiva. Just think how stubborn he was. Now, all the limits are crossed. This was no longer an insult to Parvati. It was a warning that even devotion cannot stand without Shakti. So, Shiva understood immediately. Without delay, he stood up and absorbed Parvati into himself. No front, no back. No Shiva without Shakti. This form was revealed as Ardhanarishwara. A declaration was sent to the world. You cannot worship Shiva without Shakti. Even today, we see such kind of extremes. Some say men and women are exactly the same. Others treat women as lesser. Both are wrong. Men and women are not identical. Yes. But together they create the balance. Creation stops without men and it stops without women. That is what Ardhanarishwara truly shows. Sage Bhringi finally understood this truth. Shiva then restored Bhringi, but not completely. He gave Bhringi an extra leg so he could stand, but the imbalance remains visible. Because the lesson was not only for Bhringi, it was for the entire world. And now a final question. Do you think such rigid practices are still exist today? If they do, then this story still has the work to do. This is Katha Mandira, the temple of Puranic stories.